How's it going, people of the world? I'm Ej Allen, and welcome to 10 Simple Cosplays Part 3. You guys seem to really enjoy Part 1 and 2 of this series. I mean, like, whoa, seriously, look at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I thought after roughly 3 years, give or take, because of the Pokemon special in between, that I should probably jump back onto the saddle, get my creative juices flowing, and deliver you guys a Part 3 to a series you're clearly enjoying. I have hundreds of simple cosplay ideas to help inspire you on your cosplay journey, so sit back, relax, maybe grab a pen and paper in case inspiration hits you, and enjoy as I talk you through 10 more simple cosplays, or 10 Simple Cosplays Part 3. So I had to include someone from Final Fantasy VII on this list, what with the remake recently coming out and, well, the series being incredibly dear to my heart. So we are jumping all the way back to the very start of my cosplay career with this one, with Tifa Lockhart. Only we're going to look at the remake version, which adds new layers to an already iconic cosplay. In order to become the punching machine that is Tifa, you're going to need the following. A black miniskirt, ideally one with pleats, a white sports bra with black lining if you can, no problem if you can't, we'll add that on later. You'll also need some black arm warmers, a long black wig, a pair of red boots, knee-high socks, black gloves, black suspenders, and a black belt. These are the core pieces, and from there, we're going to get a little creative and hands-on. For the wig, simply tie a ponytail into it at the very bottom with a red scrunchie. Be sure you leave a lot of the bangs free at the front, as her front layers are very loose from that ponytail. She also has some funky arm armor going on, so using 5mm EVA foam, you're going to create an elbow guard. Use the duct tape pattern method to get your core shape. If you don't know that method, check out our previous video, 5 Essential Cosplay Skills, where we cover it. As it's a round shape, we can use a small bowl as the mold if we want, and we'll just transfer that duct tape pattern to paper. After that, we're going to cut out some small circles to detail the EVA bowl shape we've created. Now, using the duct tape method again, you'll wrap it around your arm and draw on a basic bracer shape, which is really just a standard bracer, so very rectangular shaped. For the parts of a hand, you'll put on a glove, draw on each shape, and then cut those out and transfer them to foam, then stick them on your actual gloves. Don't forget to paint them before you stick them on to, avoid getting paint on your gloves. This will be enough to create a good base of her armor and make it very recognizable. Now, if you couldn't get a white crop top or sports bra with black trimming, then do not worry. Either buy a black sports bra and wear it underneath, or get some black fabric, you could even just get a ribbon, and sew on a small black trimming around your white one. After you've done all of that, you just need to put it on, and you are ready to stop Shinra right in their tracks. Get ready to be fabulous! Because our number 9 spot is going to one of the most fabulous villains in the history of Legend of Zelda. I am talking about the long-tongued wonder that is Ghirahim. Though this might look a little complicated at first glance, it's pretty simple and easy to pull together. You'll need a white bodysuit, some white gloves, red fabric, yellow fabric, grey fabric, and a short white wig. Now we're going to get really hands-on with this one, because the biggest part we're going to need to make is the red poncho-like piece. So using roughly a meter or so of fabric, find the middle and then move forward a little bit so that you can create a longer back end, and then just cut a hole that's big enough for your head to fit through into it. This should give you a base poncho shape that you can modify up to look more like the shape. What you're going to have to do is spike the back end bottom of it, so cut those into it, and from there you'll add some yellow diamonds to the inside of the shape. Now, using any leftover fabric that you've got from cutting the shapes into the bottom of the poncho, you can use those to create the red tubes that loop around the neck, which you'll then attach to the poncho, which will make the upper part. It's all very basic shapes, so easy to put together. Once you've done that, you'll cut off the arms off your bodysuit if necessary. If you've got a cat suit, you might not need to. Next, we'll use our grey fabric to cut out some diamond shapes, large ones for the legs and bodysuit, and smaller ones for the gloves, and we're just going to sew or glue them onto the gloves and bodysuit. From there, we'll use some craft foam and spare yellow fabric to create a sash by covering just that craft foam with the fabric. You'll use EVA foam, which is roughly 5mm or so, to create the arm bangles if you want. To style your wig, you'll simply need a long straight fringe on one side, so straighten the fringe if necessary. The rest just tucks behind your ear, so then you'll hairspray that in place, especially when you're wearing the wig. You can also play around with eye makeup on this costume, getting some purple shading under your eyes with some awesome purple eyeshadow. After that, you're pretty much ready to go with this costume, and you can go Traumatized Link with that tongue of yours if you wish. Man, that scene does not get any less weird. Taking our number 8 spot is a cosplay classic that you'll no doubt have seen at conventions. It's Junko from Danganronpa. I figure some of you may be able to pull this costume out of your wardrobe, so here goes on a simple yet iconic costume. You're going to need a black blazer, white shirt, red and black plaid skirt, a pair of boots, and a white and black tie. Do not worry if you can't find the right tie, as we have ways to work around that. You'll also need a pink wig, although I would suggest getting a base short wig and then buying 2 clip-in ponytails that you can put on either side to get the pigtails. The hair grips are easily found online. Then you'll also need a single red bow. From there, honestly, there really isn't much to do. Add the hair grips into the wig, switch the boot laces to red ones instead of black, and if you couldn't find a tie, which was correct, then dye a white tie with some black fabric dye, and then draw on the red circle. Then you'll just attach the bow to your blazer, put on all the pieces, and you are good to go. This costume looks great, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun wearing it. Man, I love me a good horror film, and I have a soft spot for 80s slasher movies. My favourite being the Child's Play series, a series I enjoy so much I was gifted my very own Chucky doll. So taking our number 7 spot is the demonic bloodthirsty doll, Chucky. This one is crazy easy to put together, and no doubt you'll find most of the pieces online. You'll need a pair of blue dungarees, a ginger wig, a pair of sneakers, and a striped t-shirt. There really isn't much to do to this one. You might want to invest in a good guys patch that you sew onto the front of the dungarees, or you could make that yourself via the craft foam and fabric methods. But that's pretty much all you need to do. You can also play around with some special effects makeup using tissue paper and liquid latex to create the scars he has all over his face in later renditions of him. But once you've done all that, you can pretty much go. Just put it all on, maybe get a fake knife, and you're all good. Ade due Dembala, give me the power of cosplay, I beg of you! Be still, my fangirl heart. Our number 6 spot is another character I have mad love for, enough so I actually have a tattoo from this series. If you have ever wanted to be one hell of a butler, then this is the entry for you. It is none other than Sebastian Michaelis from Black Butler. This costume is incredibly easy to pull together from clothing you probably already own or just online. So to become this demon butler of dreams, here's what you'll need. A white shirt, black waistcoat, a black butler coat, they usually have these twin tails on the back, so basically any jacket that you could add those tail flares to, a black tie, white gloves, and a medium length black wig. A lot of Sebastian comes from the wig styling and makeup, but it's really a job of just straightening a wig and adding in spikage layers using some diagonal style cutting at the ends to make the layers have sharper edges and then pointing up them with spiking gum and maybe running it through the hair to define the layers a little bit more. But that's all you really need to do. If you want to do the makeup, he has a very feminine face structure, so you'll just want to be contouring a lot to slim down your face and get those beautiful eyes of his. But after that, you are pretty much ready to go. Go be the butler of dreams and serve your young master. And then tweet me pictures of it, because I seriously really like Sebastian, so do that too. Tweet me them. Show me your Sebastians. Oh, it appears it's time to fangirl just a little bit more. I know we've covered Pokemon in almost every video so far, and we've even done a special one dedicated to Pokemon. But there are so many great characters in the franchise, and it is hard fitting them all in. So let's dive into the world of Pokemon again for the one and only Blue. Blue is an awesome cosplay, and you can have a lot of fun with it, and people will love seeing it. All you'll need is a pair of purple cargo trousers, a black t-shirt, a ginger or brown wig, and this white fanny pack. Oh, and some purple sweatbands. The hardest part of this costume, again, is the wig, but it mostly comes down to separating hairs into sections, holding them into place, hairspraying it whilst blow drying them, and then using basic spiking techniques and spiking gum to twist the ends and trim them to shape. You'll want to do the wig and take the time on that part. It is the biggest part, really, of this costume. But then all you have to do is put it all on, grab your Pokeball, and go become champion and hope your grandfather might remember your name. Our number 4 entry is kind of taking me back to my childhood, really. This was one you guys suggested to me back in the comments of the very first video, and honestly, it's a great shout. We are looking at Starfire from Teen Titans. This outfit is great because it's very simple, but also lets you get very hands-on with it. For the base, you'll only need a purple skirt and a purple crop top, and a pair of boots that are around knee length if you can, as well as an orangey red wig. You'll also need some EVA foam and some silver fabric and purple fabric. Now it's time for those detailing pieces. For the shoes, you just need to create the silver pieces, which you can do out of EVA foam, and then cover them in fabric and attach. If your shoes are the wrong colour, then you could also make boot covers for them, and using your duct tape pattern method that we love oh so much, you'll just cover your boot, make the shapes, and then transfer those to fabric, which you can then use to also make them longer, and then again add the detail piece. For the braces, we'll follow the usual method again of duct tape patterning and covering with fabric. If you want to make the gem, you could do it out of resin, which you can buy the kits for online or from your local hobby stores, and then you'll just create a circular mold out of silicone. We'll use EVA and sandwich it between 2 layers of silver fabric to create the belt. Then we'll create the neck bracer with EVA and silver fabric again. I would advise making it so there's Velcro on the back of the base of the crop top detailing so that you can get it on top of your crop top easily. I know there's quite a few bits of hands-on elements to the detailing to get it done, but they're not that difficult methods, so just enjoy the experience and you'll be fine, honestly. Now go wear this awesome costume with pride. It's gonna look great and you're gonna enjoy wearing it. How have we not put this cosplay into a video yet? If you want to be a superhero, then here is a nice simple way to do it. At number 3, I am tackling none other than Superman. Now, it might not seem that simple due to the whole muscle ribbing of the bodysuits, but there are easy ways around it, and I'll be honest with you, that part can totally be missed. First, you'll want a blue bodysuit. then a pair of red underwear, red boots, and a meter of red fabric, as well as some yellow craft foam and a short black wig which you can slick back. With all these pieces, we just need to add details. Use the meter of fabric and wrap it around your shoulders, and then cut the fabric accordingly so it creates a cape shape. Then just attach Velcro to the top of the two corners of the fabric, and then another layer of Velcro onto the underneath of the bodysuit so that you can kind of stick the cape on. To create the S shape, use yellow craft foam to create the core shape, and then copy that shape onto fabric. Then sandwich the craft foam in between the fabric, and then you'll be able to glue it onto your base piece. If you wanted to, you could probably just use yellow craft foam, create an S and sew it on, but if you want to make it blend in a little bit better, cover it with fabric. To create the belt, simply use the craft foam and fabric method again, and then just put it all on. You need to put the red briefs on top of the suit and slick back the hair, but that's pretty much job done. You are now ready to save the world. Wow, we are already at number 2. I hope your creative juices are flowing and you're feeling a little inspired. At number 2, I'm throwing in Black Canary. This costume is awesome, and honestly, I just really love the look of it. I'll probably be adding it to my own costume list in the future, but if you want to be Black Canary, here's what you're going to need. A black catsuit, a black leather jacket, some fishnets, a pair of black gloves, black boots, and a blonde wig. Now all you'll literally need to do is put it all on. Some variations have a mask which you could create from craft foam and fabric using the patterning methods I have mentioned in numerous entries above. Other than that, it's throwing it all on and rocking the costume. Alrighty then, it's time for the last entry on our list. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to leave us a like if you've enjoyed the video, and of course subscribe to the channel to keep in the loop about future episodes of the series. With that said, let's finish off this simple cosplay part with a character close to my heart. It's time to get your game on. For the first time in our series, a Yu-Gi-Oh character is jumping on this list. Now, I often skip Yu-Gi-Oh characters in the series because honestly, the hair on those characters can be a real pain in the butt to do. Other than Dragon Ball wigs, these wigs are beasts. But luckily for us, Jaden Yuki's wig isn't all that bad, and I would know as it was one of my very first cosplays. To be Jaden Yuki, all you'll need is a red jacket, a black t-shirt, and literally whatever color trousers you feel like. You could wear a pair of jeans, they could be black, they could be white, whatever. He's worn all of those colors before. You'll also want a pair of red trainers. I went for Converses for mine. For the wig, you'll want a brown wig with Ginger West lying on the top. You can actually buy pre-done Jaden wigs, but I would recommend buying West and adding in more layers anyway to thicken the hair out and help with the spiking. For the jacket, you'll need to mod a little bit to get the white collar happening, but it's just another 1mm craft foam job and some fabric. The wig is a very standard spiking job once you look at it. You need to layer off bits, hairspray and blow them into position, and then spike. I would advise you sew in longer strands of wefts to his hair to create the long brown spikes on the side layers, and then thicken out the ginger section as it gets lost when spiking once it's styled. Now you've got it styled, you should probably give it a good amount of hairspray, but keep a decent distance so the wig doesn't end up looking crazy plasticky. After that, all you've got to do is put it all on, and you are ready to get your game on. You can also throw in a dual disc if you can find one. I just happen to have a couple of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX ones, which made mine a little bit easier. And if you want to be super cute, put a little winged Karibo on your shoulder. It's adorable when you do. But with that, we have reached the end of part 3 of the video. Did you enjoy it? Did you get some inspiration for some new costumes? If so, leave a comment and let me know. And of course, drop a like and subscribe while you're at it. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with my work and show me any of the costumes you might have done from the series. And of course, if you've got any suggestions for simple cosplays, leave them in the comments. If you still need more inspiration and you haven't done so already, check out the other 3 videos on this topic that we've got on this channel. There's at least another 26 or so simple cosplays for you to look at. So go have a gander at them. See if inspiration hits you from those. But until next time, keep cosplaying, keep showing me your work. Peace, love, and positive vibes as always. I'm gonna go carry on finding some more simple cosplays to inspire you guys with. See you later!